And I'm not talking to air. I'm not talking to air.
Hello, welcome. All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Red Stiltskin. I'm your host with the most on this adventure tonight. This is the podcast. This is the new podcast. It's called I'm Not Talking to Air. I'm Not Talking to Air. Yes, that's right. A quote from our beloved Zach Bagans. He, of course, was responsible for starting many a millennials' introduction into ghost hunting. With me, as always, is one of those stinky millennials. Blue Baltimore, the producer. Say hi.
Hi.
No one can hear you. Ha ha. All right. So this podcast is, there are ghost investigators out there. I'm a ghost commentator, and this is a show where two queerdos are going to review some of the most interesting pressing media from today's ghost landscape, including the feature of our first episode here for several episodes, a brilliant Travel Channel show. You can watch it on Discovery Plus. It's a show called Conjuring Kesha. That's right, Kesha. She woke up, brushed her teeth with a bottle of Jack, and then went to a haunted prison to find evidence of ghosts, right? Is that I'm getting that correctly, right? Yeah, okay. Episode 1, in a very gay fashion, the show starts out very gay right out the block. It, by literally the first episode, quotes famous drag queen Bianca Del Rio. And it's called Not Today, Satan, because on this day today... Kesha she's not messing around. She's not messing around, as we'll see in the episode. She is really challenged here. She's really challenged. But as she says, she's not a pussy, even though she acts like a pussy. And I don't like to use that word because it's like pretty derogatory, but she said it, not me, okay? But this is why I ship her and Zach Bagans. Always. I think they would be the cutest couple ever because they're both douches. They both have no idea what they're really doing. They just are kind of making cool videos in abandoned places. But whatever, that's beside the point. So welcome, everybody. As I said before, my name is Red Stiltskin. If you recognize me, no, you don't. You've never seen me. You've never heard my voice before. You have no idea who I am. So don't go tell your mommy that you saw someone on a podcast, because you didn't. Okay. My name is Red Stiltskin. The only social media app I'm on is Be Real. Okay. So if you want to come be real with me, you can. Other than that, no. Okay. You don't know me. Okay. Even though I'm real. All right. So here we go. Producer. Not today, Satan. Let's take a look here. My producer has picked out some clips for me to watch. I have watched this episode several times. I can't lie. It's pretty funny. I genuinely, oh my gosh, I'm not here for, I'm not trying to give Arby's a free plug here, okay? You can pay me. If you're going to do that, you can pay me. Hear that, Arby's? You have the meats, but do I have the coin? Show it to me. All right, so like I was saying, I love, ghost stories. To me, they are modern folk tales, and I love folk tales and stories that are seemingly not about humans, but really it's always about the humans, And one of these humans is Kesha. Oh my gosh, I have gotten pretty lit to many of her songs. No wonder the spirits are coming out. Okay, so what is the time of our first clip here?
Around 1:46.
A minute 40. Let's see what our goddess and queen Kesha is up to. Okay, so they're at Brushy Mountain Penitentiary. Lots of people died there. I don't know that we needed to be told that, Kesha. Her outfits on this, I mean, you really just should watch this for the fashion. I don't I don't think anything is prepared to protect you here, Kesha. Oh, that's right. Okay, so pause. We're gonna have the producer put a producer. We have the producer put a picture of the prison up. So they show a picture of the prison in the show, and Kesha is amazed that the prison is in the shape of an upside down cross, right? Of course, she could be just looking at it upside down. This killed me when I first saw this. This really got me because this is that classic ghost adventures travel channel marketing strategy where everything is scarier than it actually is. Zach Bagans will be like, "Oh my god, bruh, I see a face in the wall," and they like turn and look at the wall, and it's like an outlet, like two eyes and a mouth, and it's a wall. You know what I'm saying. So it's always overblown. So you gotta check that clip out. It's pretty, the upside down cross. They're selling it hard here. This show really took me out because I didn't really realize it was on until I saw it on like the news, and I was like, why haven't we heard more about this show? And upon watching the show, you really realize why. Oh, she's got her contacts in, her colored contacts. She's sitting in the seance circle. Okay. And here she is with Whitney Cummings. The special guest for today's episode is the amazing comic Whitney Cummings. If you saw her, you would know who she is. She's really funny. And part of the story, this episode that I like is, Whitney comes in. She thinks she's going to have fun. She thinks it's going to be all cute. They're going to, obviously they have their best fashion on. They paid a lot of money to look this good going into this abandoned prison, But as we'll see here, Whitney has an experience that makes her quickly change her tune. And I just love that when a character, has a dramatic change early on, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the episode. So let's see if we can find it here. What is that? You got to talk louder. You're a part of this too.
3 minutes, 28 seconds.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. She's going to get it. Ooh, and she got touched. Okay, so Whitney gets touched. Kesha's like, wow. Oh, did that really happen to you? Did you get, touched? And Whitney is scared. I love it. She's really scared. Love that. See, and okay, so here, time for a rant. So one of my favorite things about ghost stories is not the actual ghost. That is a part of it, but really the most interesting part to me are the people. These people that have these experiences, and it has a profound impact on them, from spiritual to psychological to, they end up viewing a lot differently after these experiences. So for me, I'm not super interested in proving whether or not ghosts exist. To me, that's almost irrelevant, because whether or not they do exist, they are having huge impacts on the way that people live their lives. They are a revolution, they are a spiritual experience unto themselves. So it's like how, however you feel about spirituality is going to influence your perception of these ghosts, So I think that's interesting. It's always the people. Plus, too, people are, the way that society treats people who have ghost experiences, right? If you were to go up to someone and be like, yeah, I saw a ghost yesterday, they'd be like, what is wrong with you? Either that didn't happen, why are you messing with me? That didn't happen, right? No one believes them, and they're ridiculed in the media. And I think as queer people, we can relate to that a lot, because we have these experiences that when we try to share them, we're met with disbelief and derision. You can't actually be that way. It's just a phase, right? So I think ghosts, people who have ghost experiences, the UFO community, people have had experiences with UFOs. They actually have a very queer cultural experience. And I think that's why a lot of queer people gravitate to those things. But, I mean, I'm not trying to tell all my secrets in the first episode, or am I? Because I'm Red Stiltskin and I have, nothing better to do with my time than watch videos about Kesha and act like people want to hear my thoughts. Meanwhile, let's check back in with Wit and oh my gosh. Let's check back in with Wit and Kesha once my producer unlocks his iPad. Jesus, you can set it so that it doesn't fall asleep every 5 seconds. We're in the studio. It's a beautiful hot day to not be outside, although the sun is a source of power. I'm not going to argue that. All right, where's our now? Okay, our girl Wit just got touched, so where are we going to now?
4 minutes and 50 seconds. It smells dead.
Oh, something smells. And what does it smell like, Kesha? She has a really big vocabulary and she likes to show it off in this show.
It smells dead.
Oh, dead. I can smell the death. I can feel the death. There's death all around me. Tick-tock on the death clock, right? I wish I could remember any of her other songs. Oh, yeah, one of her jams, Boots and Boys. Remember that one? Boots and Boys, you bring me so much joy. And I just imagined her stepping on boys with boots. But what else could that song be about, right? Yeah, so she smells death, Must be something to do with all the dead people there. I don't know, There seems to be a theme here at these places with ghosts. There seems to be a lot of deaths there as well. Maybe I think that's a connection that Kesha just made all on her own.
Her dead face at 5 minutes and 46.
Oh my God. Okay, 5 minutes, 46 seconds. Here we go. So, Kesha, she's done us all a favor by freezing her face in time. It's great, for my people watching on video. They can't see shit anyway because I'm in a disguise. But basically, Kesha's like, oh, I'm scared. And Whitney's like, holy shit. I mean, their faces couldn't be more different, but I think that is one of the things that I like about it is this contrast between Kesha, who is either heavily on Xanax or incapable of feeling much anymore, and Whitney, who is like having more emotions in this 5-second span that she has in the last 15 years. I think it's great. They're a great contrast. They're a great couple to explore this location, and like I said, a ghost story at its heart is a story. It's a folk tale. And there's a lot to be learned from characters in folk tales and from this amazing, amazing piece of American television. All right, so things are getting physical here in the prison. Obviously, these prisoners haven't seen some fish women like this in a long time. Good or evil, both. They swing both ways, I guess.
I kind of want to know more about the demons.
She kind of wants to know more about the demons.
There by yourself.
Okay. She admits she's terrified. She better let her face know. She's not a pussy, though. And then these people who are relatives. So they talk to relatives of people who did they create the prison or did they used to own it? Just own it. I think they built the prison. Yeah, so because they inherited it. So it was like someday someone came to them and was like, hey y'all, great uncle died. You now own this prison. And these enterprising ladies were like, you know what? This horrid sight of tragedy and mistreatment should become an attraction. We're going to have ghost shows. Now they just do like ghost tours there, which, I mean, make your dollars, make your coins, you know. Evil in life, evil in death, exploited in life, exploited in death, right? I guess there's a theme here. Whatever, who am I to judge? I'm just Red Stiltskin. I'm just a scientist, you know. I'm just a billionaire scientist. What do I know? So here we go. The stage is set. We got our two characters. One who's curious and just trying to feel something, anything. And the other who is already scared. And I love Whitney. I mean, red is my favorite color. She is dressed in red from head to toe. She is ready to figure out this mystery of what happened. She's ready to peek beyond the veil. And I'm here for that. I'm on 8 minutes already. Come on, you got to keep up here.
I commented on her videotaping skills at 8 minutes and 44 seconds.
Okay, 8 minutes, 44 seconds. So here we go, Kesha. Kesha is utilizing her amazing home video skills, just like Zach Bagans, who insists that everyone record him while he's recording for some reason, because we all know the most cinematic thing to look at is someone holding a video camera. I take that back. The only thing more cinematic than that is the footage from that crappy video camera that she's had since 2007. I mean, at this point, we couldn't have the show without it. It's so iconic. And here she goes. Oh, does the reality not match up to your white nonsensical beliefs, Kesha? Is that what's happening? Oh, it's fun. It's magical. It's existential. Girl, it's not a trip to the spa, baby. You are at a place. You are at a place where you are basically at the equivalent of Woodstock 99 just all the time. We just watched that documentary, the Woodstock 99 documentary on Netflix. It was good. It was real good. You can watch it. I suggest it. I'm not going to talk about it other than in the context of using it to make fun of this show, but I definitely recommend taking a peep at it. If you join our Patreon and join our Discord, we can talk there. Just kidding. The only app, again, the only social media I'm on is Be Real. Blue Baltimore over here might be able to convince me to get on Discord, but until then, I'm just on Be Real. Okay. Nothing else is real enough, right? Obviously, I'm obsessed with reality. That's why I'm reviewing a ghost show. Our Lord and Savior Kesha. She has great stars on throughout, you know, and I don't want to spoil who the last episode is with, but it's really good. It's a good one. And we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. I'm on 10:05. What's our next clip?
10:35. We start getting into the creeper.
Okay, the creeper. So it's just like in any prison, there's always a creeper that creeps around. You know, I can't find it. He's creepy. Oh, you know, I just feel like kind of pukey. Kesha needs to step out. She's dizzy and nauseous. You know, they say that spirit energy can have that effect on you. They also say that high levels of EMF can have that effect on you. They also say that acting like an a-hole in a place with a bunch of spirits that just want to be left alone will make that happen to you too, you know. Hey, who knows? Stomach pains? Maybe she didn't have enough water. Maybe that's the real problem here. Maybe this itself is a lesson on making sure that you drink enough water. Okay. She has enough, you know, silicone pumped in her lips. How about some H2O between those lips, girl? Please. Oh, okay. She's okay. Apparently Kesha is gonna put on another banger of an outfit here. I swear, this girl treats this show like a Vogue editorial. I'm like, I don't want to wear anything that's going to swirl up the asbestos, you know, but she really is out here, you know, hitting these runways. All right, so let's check it out. Let's see this outfit. Oh, okay, so this is cowboy hat time. You know, she's gonna ride this demon like it's a rodeo. This jacket has so much fringe, just so much fringe. She looks like a shaggy dog. She looks like Brody the dog. My Gen Z TikTokers will know exactly who that is. We got Brody the dog and a big skinny bird here at Bloody Bushy, trying to get touched by some prisoners. If you're there, you can touch me. If you're there, I have this big, juicy booty to tempt you into touching me. I just want to touch me once, just one finger. You know, and here's Whitney. She's got PTSD from being touched. That happened almost 24 hours ago. Oh, she's okay. She's got her bell bottoms on. She'll be fine. No rat is gonna crawl up those. I mean, honestly, there's more to fear from the indigenous creatures here than the ghosts. Rat crawling up your pant leg. Oh, they're overalls. They're bell-bottom overalls? What dumpster did you pull those out of? Please. Oh, my God. You look like a Barbie. You look like the Barbie that everyone's older brother melted in the microwave. Oh, my God. The demon. Everyone always jumps straight to demon. It's like demon is the least likely thing, you know. It's like when you have a runny nose and you go on IMDb or what is that called?
LinkedIn?
No, WebMD. It's like when you have a runny nose and go on WebMD, 5 minutes later you have stage 4 sinus cancer and you're ready to call an ambulance. You know, the same with these people. They come here for 5 seconds and they're like, it doesn't feel like paradise. There must be demons here. You know, it's like, come on, slow your roll. But again, this episode, we're not watching it because these girls make any sense. You know, we're watching this because they are going to jump to some conclusions. You know, they're going to teach us a new language, you know, go speak their own language. And apparently these girls speak it too. So we are going to learn something today. So now we got, she looks like the Chucky doll. So we got John Wayne and the Chucky doll here to investigate this prison. I am at 1529.
At 1550, I just wrote ugh.
Okay. Okay, so they are bringing on this guy to help them. So this guy is like, I guess you would call him a normal guy. Like, he's not a celebrity in any way, shape, or form. He's just like the local ghost hunting guy. And he's like, hey, Dave, do you want to meet down at the prison and try to record some ghost evidence? You know, he's that guy. And I think he's having a culture shock here with these two Hollywood elites. He's not quite sure what to do, you know, but, you know, Kesha's pulling these braids off. I can't say she's not pulling the braids off, okay? Braids look great. That hat looks like a real Stetson. I mean, it's not a cheap cowboy hat, I guess, you know. So it's nighttime, so it's finally nighttime. They're about to go in this place. Because, of course, that is like that's what all the cool ghost hunters do, is you lock yourself down in a place to prove that you're hard. It's like when Zach Bagan's around, I don't have to do much to prove I'm hard. You can interpret that however you want. Oh, my God. All right, folks, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a real break. Not a fake break, a real break. We're actually going to stop. And when we get back, we're going to watch some more of this nonsense. It's pretty fun so far. But there's a big twist coming. What can I say? They got out the gem pods. I'll tell you all about the gem pods, okay? You know, Kesha really has some cutting-edge technology here. And she has gone out of her way to gorgify it. I mean, everything has rhinestones. Okay, so we'll talk about the rhinestone gorgeousness when we get back. Okay, all right, bye. Uh-oh, ad. I have an advertisement for something. I'd like this is something that I think everyone should have. It is commonly found in all areas. It's called water. Go drink some. At Woodstock 99, make sure you drink your water before you go psychotic, man. That's how, it's hydrate or die straight. The kids taught me that one. So there you go. That's my commercial. Drink your water. Get juicy. There we go. That's our catchphrase for making sure you drink your water. Get juicy. Red Stiltskin says, get juicy. Okay. Welcome back. All right, here we go. Welcome back, folks. It's me. We did get through the ad. You interrupted me. Thanks, Mr. Baltimore. Well, why don't you go back to freaking Baltimore where you came from?
I've never been to Baltimore.
Jump back up your mother. All right, so welcome back from the break. It's me, Red Stiltskin, and of course our producer, Mr. Blue Balls Baltimore over here. Oh my God, he was waiting for it. I think everyone is waiting for it. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're back in the ep. We got Kesh. We got our girl Whitney. They are ready. Oh, producer, fix my iPad. Producer. Jesus. Take the wheel. Jesus, take the iPad. All right, so here we go. Where's our next clip?
Where are we at?
I don't know, 1746.
Okay.
Ooh, the bell. All right, so here we go. We're back in the episode. This guy has had enough of this nonsense. He's got the cross. Oh, my God. There is enough cleavage here. I mean, really, the ghosts are coming out for that. I mean, really, though, look fierce. If you look fierce, you feel confident. I like that bell. I like that bell, she says. So there's a bell. She's learning basic ghost hunting techniques. Like if you hold a bell, the ghost likes to touch it, okay? And she says, I like that bell. I like that Taco Bell. And now they have another device. They're just giving her these gadgets. He's trying to show her this stuff. And she's like, yeah, it's a creepy music box. Yeah, here, girls, take this creepy music box. And if it starts playing by itself, that means a ghost is playing this creepy music box. It's like, no, thank you. You don't need to prove anything to me. I believe you don't got to ring the bell. You ain't got to play the creepy music box. I believe that, okay? They're just asking for trouble at this point, you know. He's staying. Okay, so he decides he's going to stay. This makes them feel more comfortable. He's going to regret that, not because of any paranormal activity, but because of what I imagine is very normal activity for Kesha and Whitney. Whitney says she's ready. I don't know. Are you? I'm not sure. She's scared. They're scared. They're scaring her, though. This is what I mean. They're blowing. This is what Zach. This is why Ghost Adventures took a turn after a while, and it became all about the demons are here. The demons. There's demons. Let's make a pentagram and contact the demons. It's like when you make it scary, it's scary. But when you don't make it scary, it's not scary. Oh, they're setting up an experiment. Getting scared. Carrying the Holy Bible. Get out of here, girls. Okay. So they go on. Kesha doesn't like it. She says, I don't like it.
At 22:36, after being scared, she then pressures Whitney to go into a room.
Okay, yeah. So here's the bell. I like that bell. So here's the bell. A ghost touched the bell. I mean, you asked it to touch the bell. What did you think would happen? She says, fuck that room. Fuck those ghosts. Yeah, so here we go. Kesha's scared. Kesha's like, I'm scared. Fuck that room. Whitney, go in there. It's like, no, girl. No, if you're not going in there, you can't ask other people to go in there. That's classic Zach Bagans, man. Aaron's like, I don't want to do it, man. I'm scared. And he's like, do it. Do it, Aaron. Nothing's going to happen. Touch. I need all the spirits here to touch Aaron. Start touching him now. Dude, no. It's like, come on. That's why they need to collab. They need to do a show together. They'll get evidence because the ghosts will be like, we got to stop this. We got to put an end to this. This can't go on. Oh my gosh. And here they go. They're in the hospital. When does the
It's coming up.
Shh. All right, we got to watch this ad. We're moving on to the explosive part of this show. Honestly, this evidence is going to change the way people view the paranormal investigation field. It's really groundbreaking stuff here, and I know, you know, as Chip Coffey says in a later episode, you know, Kesha, you were chosen for this task. So here we go. Kesha has been chosen by whom I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. Whitney is getting in. This is the meat of it here. Whitney's in the room. Oh, so they got the gem pod. When a spirit touches the gem pod, it goes off, okay? So Whitney's asking questions, and she's interpreting the gem pod going off as a yes, okay?
Explain that gem pod is your interpretation.
Oh, okay, and I'll say this. Gem pod, that's what I'm calling. They're more formally known as REM pods, right? Because they detect electromagnetic energy. But of course, because Kesha is the queen of everything, she has rhinestoned all of her REM pods. So that's why they are now gem pods. Okay, they are iconic. Okay, but she has gems on everything. She's got the gem pod. She's got all her microphones have gems on them. Her video camera has even when her camera dies, it has a pink screen. Like, she has every little detail thought out on this. She's the queen, man. Okay, so here we go. So Whitney is asking the spirit questions, and the gem pod is activated, so she's getting a response. Let's check it out. Is there anybody here? Are you dead? This is it's cut back to Kesha, but really Kesha. Ooh, is there anybody here? Yes. Whitney wants to know if the spirit has seen her stand-up special. Don't think so. But the gem pod went off. So to Whitney, this means that the spirit knows exactly who she is, has watched all her specials. She's famous here too, you know. Kesha, on the other hand, she's up here. Say your name. Evil. Kesha's response. Huh? She's just the flat line mouth emoji throughout all this. Okay, all right. So Whitney gets a communication on the ovulus. So the ovulus is a device that the spirits can manipulate, and certain frequencies will indicate certain words. So Whitney just got a reading on the ovulus that said shoes, gender, clean. Okay, shoes, gender, clean. Now I know what you're thinking. There's some dirty, hyper-masculine shoes out there that need to be cleaned up. Or you're thinking there's some dirty stripper heels out there that need to be cleaned up. Not sure. But this is priming Whitney. You know, these responses are getting Whitney all riled up here. So let's keep watching. The camera guy's like, these can be hard to interpret. Are you a man? Are you a woman? Oh. Beep. Beep. We got a beep. It's not a man, it's a woman. Beep. Gem pod's going off. Whitney asks if the spirit is the same spirit that possessed a man that was here before. The gem pod goes off, so that's a clear, resounding, crystal clear communication of yes. It's not Whitney's favorite answer, but I mean, what is your favorite answer? No, and I've got a bag with $1 million in it on the second floor. I don't think you're gonna get any answer you're gonna like, Whit. And Kesha's up here. The demon named Evil wants a knife. And it said beep. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Okay, see, they're onto something. Beep means something. So they got a beep. Kesha got a beep through the ghost box. Oh, and someone's touching the platter with the knife on it. Ooh, the demon wants the knife. The demon is like, I'm cutting those pigtails off. Those dirty, matted extensions that you call a pigtail are getting cut off tonight, girl. Oh, she's hot. Oh, it just wants to cool her down by cutting off her clothes. It's just a friendly, kinky demon looking out for her. It's probably it's probably like, drink water. Okay, Wit's here. She's got it. All right, so Whitney shoes, gender, clean. Are you a man or a woman? Oh, you're a woman. Oh, clearly you're the spirit that's been possessing people. Clearly the next question I should ask you is, are you a transgender woman? Right? Like, clearly in Whitney's mind, this question is like the next thing. Like, it's not like a woman, like a nurse, or like a woman, like that was like murder there. It's got to be a transgender woman. Now, as you know, Red Stiltskin is transgender. Okay, I'm coming out. Here we go. So when I saw this, I was like, dang, man, if it was that easy for me to come out 10 years ago, I would have just went up to my mom and been like, she would have come in my room and been like, are you in here? And I would have been like, beep. And she would have been like, oh my God, are you transgender? And I would have been like, beep. And then everything would have been fine. Like, if I had known that it was this easy to communicate, I would have.
You'd also have to have been dead, though.
I would have also, hey, you know, who not, yeah. There's a give and take there, you know, but man, so obviously when Whitney asks, are you a transgender woman? Because the gem pod knows no other response other than beep. It goes beep. And Whitney is now realizing that she's not just a ghost hunter, she's also an ally to the transgender. She's an ally to the transgender community, living and dead. So let's see what she says here. She knew it. Apparently she knew it. Apparently she is a psychic and she knows when the ghosts are transgender. Ron Johnson here agrees that it's an intelligent transgender demon. But of course he's on the bend that it's also demonic. This guy thinks everything is demonic. He hasn't shown it's a demon yet, but it's this transgender woman, you know, but it could be a demon. I don't know. Sounds like microaggressions to me. And so Whitney is being sympathetic. She's like, I'm sorry that happened. That sucks. You couldn't live your truth. And here you are trapped here. And I think this is another reason why queer people are drawn to ghost stories and horror stories, is because, you know, sometimes you can relate more to a ghost than you thought you could, you know. If suffering is what we have in common, well, have a seat. Let's unpack this here. And I mean, to me, it makes perfect sense for a transgender person to die and have an unrested spirit, especially in having to live in an environment like a prison. Did we learn nothing from Orange is the New Black? Did that happen for no reason? You know. So I mean, the thing that I mean, gosh darn it, that just, you know, whoa. Who knew that this was the type of representation that the trans community needed? Oh my God. And Whitney, she's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay, baby. I know you're dead and you like died and stuff, but like it gets better. Like what do you say? Like, what do you say other than damn? Oh my God. Like, fuck. I'm sorry I disturbed you. Like damn. Please go back to your morning. So whoa. So that is, so, you know, the gem pod. Gotta love the gem pod evidence. Now we got a transgender ghost here possessing people. What are they possessing them to do? Leave is my guess. Get the heck out. Most of these ghosts just want you to go away. Imagine you're depressed and laying in your bed and all of a sudden 3 douches show up and are like, is anybody here? What's your name, bro? Bro, what's your name? Whoa, it moved. Whoa, the bed's moving. Whoa. Like, you know, you would not enjoy that at all. You'd just be like, you know, get out of here, man. It ain't right. So, so now we have a transgender ghost. All right, Kesha, world's first transgender ghost. I gotta say, it's a win. I don't know. I think the jury's still out on that one, but here we go. We got a transgender ghost character. Meanwhile, Ron Johnson over here is like, oh my God, one of these girls got me into. He's like, why? I wish it was a demon at this point, because now I got to try to act cool with this stuff. You know, you could tell he's not cool with it. This fucking guy, the middle from the boonies of Colorado. You don't know what the hell's going on. Oh my God. So it's touching, Whitney's crying, I mean, this is the effect of representation, I guess, people having moments. But as I said earlier in the pod, that's what, is really the most interesting thing about these experiences with the dead or with spirits is this profound impact that they have on people. I'm not mad. I'm not mad if interacting with a trans ghost has made Whitney more sympathetic to the trans experience. Is it ridiculous? Yes. Am I laughing? Yes. That this grown ass Chucky doll is up in here talking to these transgender ghosts. Like, who the are you? Please, come on. And this guy with the demon, he's worse than QAnon. He's like DAnon. He's like, it could be a demon trying to manipulate you into being sympathetic. It's like, God forbid someone displays sympathy for 5 seconds, Like, yeah, it could be a demon, but it could not be. It also has a greater % chance of not being it. And in the realm of of impossible things that might be possible, I think we have to look at what is potentially the most possible, right? I mean, but what do I know? I'm just a scientist. Just red stilled skin. Cultural scientist. Okay. So here the girls are giggling. They're in the cell. Oh my God, ghosts are really scary. I was having like a lot of fun, but then I like peed myself a little bit. Then I had more fun, but then I started getting scared. Yes, first people who aren't familiar with prisons, going to a prison can make you quickly realize they kind of suck. Nothing like the white man to gaslight you. And this is another feature of this show: extreme close-ups of Kesha's dead zombie face. We are cruising through this though. We love the show. We love the representation. We have watched this show so many times, but it's this is a cultural moment that should be talked about. There is a huge phenomenon right now of celebrities doing these paranormal shows, but as we go through this show, we will talk about trends in what is essentially American spiritualism, and they usually follow periods of horrific death and loss. So I can't think of a more fitting genre to become popularized after the pandemic, right? I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of reasons why this is hot right now. Yeah, I just got to be real and talk about the pandemic. It happened. I'm not a pandemic denier. It messed everyone up, including it obviously messed people up enough that we're willing to spend our time watching this on television. Ooh, they got a spirit. So they do get something on the SLS camera, which is basically when you take a Xbox Connect sensor and hook it up to a camera, and then you can apparently see entities. So they got a little stick figure marching around, dancing. It's cute. I don't know. After the transgender ghost outing, there's not much left, How do you... The orange has been juiced, She dry.
At 38:05, thank you, bye.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So, obviously, these girls are somewhat annoying. Okay, that's why it's one of the things I love about them. Is their inherent annoyingness. But guess what? The ghosts have also had enough of this white nonsense, and they are ready to make their voices known. So let's check it out. You still don't recognize me. You still don't know who I am. Okay, ad's over. Dead air. So the stick figure's crawling on the wall. It's touching. Okay. All right. So since Kesha and Whitney are fluent in ghosts now, and they understand that beep means yes, Kesha asks, one moment. Whoa. I'm going to clap there. So you know that there's something that needs to be removed there. So Kesha knows how to talk to demons. She's got the gem pod. With the gem pod, she can crack the code of any universe. Okay, so here she goes. She goes into the room, and she's like, "Are you a demon?" And the REM pod goes beep, because that's all the REM pod does is go beep. And so Kesha's had enough, so she goes, "Okay, bye," and she just pieces out of there. Okay, she's done. She says, "Okay, bye, bye." Like, I'm just, like, over this shit. Like, fuck this place. Fuck this demon. Fuck you. I'm done. I'm out. Goodbye. And she leaves. She literally leaves. She literally is like, fuck this place. Fuck these ghosts. She's gone. She just leaves. She walks out. Okay. So this is Kesha. You know, she said she wasn't a pussy. And I don't like to use that word, but she said it. And now here she is getting chickened out. That's why you say, yeah, I'm a pussy. I'm chicken shit. If I last 5 minutes, that's great. I don't count on it. I'm outie. That way when you do make it, you're like, oh my God, I'm so brave. I thought I was going to get scared, but I didn't. I'm really brave. So she's out here, and the producer's like, are you going back in? We're not done. And she's like, no. She's not going back in. She is out here cursing at these ghosts. She has had enough of this shit. And then she's like, oh, wait. I guess this has been a huge bummer. I'm out of here. But wait, my friend is inside. Yeah, she left Whitney in there. Yeah, she straight up left Whitney, okay, inside this haunted ass building all by herself. She's out here trying to iron out her extensions. And then here comes Whitney. And you know, and this is what I like about this particular episode with these two characters, Whitney and Kesha. You know, Whitney starts out not knowing what's going on, gets touched immediately and gets freaked out, right? And yet in the end, she ended up staying in longer than Kesha, who Kesha thought she knew everything about something and then ended up not being comfortable with what she found out, not being comfortable with realizing there were gaps in her knowledge, right? Whereas Whitney was able to go in, fresh eyes, kind of really have a new experience and be open to something new. So I love that role reversal. I think that's great character development for them, especially Whitney. Because you can tell Whitney believes, you know, and that's the thing is like when something happens, you really don't know what to make of it, you know, and it really does change the way that you view stuff to think that there is an alternative to what people have been telling you this whole time. It's pretty life-changing. Oh, and that's another queer connection, right? For many queer people, they're told they can only be one way their whole life. Little did they know there's this whole other world out there, this whole other universe. They see beyond the veil. And then they make a sexy music video about it and put it on Instagram, just like Kesha. So wherever you start, I guess it all ends in a sexy Instagram video meant to attract people to you. So that's the end of the episode. You know, it ends with some Zach Bagans level of hyper produced B-roll, I guess. I don't know. And, you know, I think Kesha always is pretending she's in a music video at all times. So I think that we're just seeing the way that Kesha sees herself in her daily life. I'm so glad that I never have to see this peach eyeshadow on her again. This peach, I swear. Take this seriously, Kesha. Come on. People died, okay? There are transgender ghosts suffering, okay? And you are dressed like it is the rave shed at Woodstock 99, okay? Had to bring that back one more time. Kesha's the type of bitch that would be at Woodstock 99 and being like, I thought it was going to be all about peace and love, but then I burned a car down. You know, that's Kesha. So here we go. I love it. You know, season 1, episode 1, fabulous. A+ in my book. Love Whitney. Kesha is the random icon we needed. She's the random gay icon that we needed. She has lots of other great guests on, so I'm excited to talk about the future episodes. Did Kesha and Whitney Cummings prove that ghosts exist? Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have that's a you problem, not a me problem. Okay, I'm not here trying to prove ghosts exist. I'm just here trying to roast this dumbass in a cowboy hat. Okay, so
I'm gonna leave that dead air.
you better cut that out. All right, so here we go. Thanks for joining us. I have been Red Stiltskin. I'm a real person. That's my real name, Red Stiltskin, and you know that because you can only find me on the Be Real app. And with me, as always, is my producer, Blue Baltimore. Get on the train, go back to Baltimore, take a shower, and come back tomorrow so you can edit this. All right, folks, I'll be talking to you. Have a good one. Bye.
This show was brought to you by. This show was brought to you by.
What did we decide our name was going to be?
This show was brought to you by Piss Shit Productions, where everything we make is number 1 or number 2.
This show was in no way sponsored by Discovery Plus, the Travel Channel, Kesha, or any other entities. This show is not related to anything. It doesn't even exist. It's a figment of your imagination. Bye.
And I'm not talking to air. And I'm not talking to air. Into air. Into air.